Okay, welcome to the session. Today's topic is slightly different than all the technical topics. As I was preparing for OpenSearchCon 2025, I was thinking about what to talk about the technology development in China, right? So I bought an AI glass and want to give all my script in front of me virtually. I think that's cool, but then I think I need to talk about the community in China, which now I think I didn't prepare for any prompting because I think it's time to tell you about the past year. The story happened in the past year, yeah. So my name is Charlie Yang. I'm the software development engineer of OpenSearch Shanghai team. Yeah, so since we are in Shanghai now, we are changing this background to Shanghai. This background is somehow slightly different than what has been officially published for OpenSearchCon Shanghai next year. This is because I built that PPT much earlier than that publication. So this is actually built by GPT, but makes sense, right? No bug. Great. So first the question is, why China? Why China? And I think the answer is pretty simple, is just kick Charlie out of this room because such a stupid question, right? It must be China. Yeah, so I have been figuring out several reasons what makes China a vibrant market for open source. And then I got three reasons. First is it's actually essentially a vibrating IT market, right? So the second is about the density of talents. What we have, those guys supporting the whole community. The last thing is we need strong partners in the community. And the answer to all of these three so-called ingredients, the answer is yes. So first, let's look at the IT market in China. Yeah, it's really a vibrant IT market. In the 2024, the total revenue of Chinese IT market is 13.73 trillion RMB. Yeah, and then the profit is 1.65 trillion RMB in the total 2026 Chinese IT market. It's a huge number, actually. While we are thinking that the absolute number is super, super high, scientifically high, right? It still has a very rapid growing trend. So comparing the first 5 months of 2024 to the first 5 months of 2025, the total IT market value grows from 5.02 trillion to 5.58 trillion, which means 11.2% of the growth. As you know now, the economic environment, not only China, globally is not positive actually. This growth is still fierce, right? So we think that the IT market in China is big enough to grow a new OpenSearch community. And the second thing is about the talent density of China. There is a report from the Wall Street that the scale of Chinese contribution to software development are certainly impressive. There are thought to be 7 million developers in the country as a whole. These are the numbers of developers in total, which is actually equivalent to the population of Hong Kong. Yeah, the whole Hong Kong's population is just the number of developers in China. That's a huge base of talent, and which we thought 1.2 million of them are engaging with GitHub. So they are potential contributors to the open source community. That's a huge number. So we think that the talent density is what we are looking for a new growth market of open source, and China is there. The last thing is, okay, we have plenty of big names, as you know already. You have heard of them in China, yeah, like Bytedance, Alibaba, Baidu, Jingdong, Tencent, Meituan. Lots of them. Yeah, and the talents in this company is also supported by this company created a lot of fabulous OpenSearch repo, like Vue. I think most of you know what a Vue is because it's the most famous front-end framework still today, right? And DeFi as a vibrant LCDP tool for large language model agents integration and creating your AI pipeline. This is a top tool. And also for front-end guys, you know Design and Element UI. These two repos are really familiar, really popular in the front end and the design area. People are trusted them. Most of the web pages can be built using the end design charts and also element UI, buttons, banners, anything, right? And also there is the top 5 is TIDB by PingCap. It's OLTP plus OLAP, so-called HTAP database. Semi-open sourced. The community version is still very cool, right? So with very high reputation in the market. Yeah. Now also the one interesting thing, the top one is 996 plus .icu, which is a union anti-working overtime community. Right? And now this is considered the hottest repo on GitHub. Yeah. So how is the OpenSearch community in China growing today? Yeah, I think I will give you a really positive answer. Actually, it's running very good. Although we can barely see any people from China joining, except the AWS guys. This is maybe because of limited to the traveling budget, right? But actually, we are running very good. So back to the first day when we create OpenSearch repo. Yeah, till now, China has the top 1 stargazers on OpenSearch, which means most of the stars are given by the IP in China. This is amazing. Seems Chinese people may not speak much, but they feel they give their expression of love to OpenSearch just by the GitHub stars. So this is wonderful. Seems lots of people are already trying OpenSearch in their daily jobs in China, but we just sometimes availability is very low. We are not aware of them. That's the problem. Yeah. And in last 28 days, in the perspective of active contributors to OpenSearch core repo, okay, this is only OpenSearch core repo, and issue creators OpenSearch core repos. China is always the third one, although there is a big gap comparing to US and India, and that's maybe because the headquarters is in AWS headquarters is in US, and there is a big department in India. Yeah, at least our team is working on managed service in the past 28 days, and I think the 3 contributors and also the 6 issue creators are not from our team. That's a huge number, I think. Yeah, at least we have the 3rd rank. Okay, so from the perspective of maintainers, yeah, out of Amazon and Amazon China, because the Amazon China, OpenSearch Amazon China team is mainly about the plugins. So we have lots of maintainers on plugins, and we have only 1 maintainer in OpenSearch core. But out of Amazon, we have 2 OpenSearch core maintainer and 1 KN maintainer. I think that's pretty nice record, and we are going to break that record very soon, maybe later this year, and also at the beginning of 2026, I think. Yeah. So we have why we are growing so fast, because we are having a gold partner, Bytedance. Yeah, Bytedance inbound help us doing a lot of things. What a pity is I used to have a video of Jeff, who is the manager of OpenSearch on Bytedance procurement engine. Yeah, we are good friends, but this video is still not get approved yet. So I believe that I just quote some of his saying. So in my opinion, that why Bytedance has such a big trust to OpenSearch has several reasons. First is they believe in OpenSearch. Believe in open source. They think open source is the trend, especially a belief for all the cloud operators. If you get everything opened, then people can trust you and deploy their service on you, right? So the second thing is they are thinking that the foundation of OpenSearch, because now we are with Linux Foundation, right? So it's a signal relating to the public that we will be permanently open source, and we will publishing everything to the public. So they think they trust us on this belief, and they want to contribute also. Another thing is about OpenSearch technology is shining. Yeah, they are comparing us with some other competitors, and they think we have the trend of being better and being the best. So, yeah. Also, congratulations to these core maintainers, Guixing and Wei, the OpenSearch core maintainers from Bytedance. Yeah, they have two, and OpenSearch team in Shanghai only have one. Such embarrassing. Yeah, and they have a slogan actually. I had a dinner with them, and they talked to me. Okay, we are joining OpenSearch core community to fix bugs, because we think there's so many bugs that has been left behind, and we are here to help. You know, I nearly cry. No one think about that. A lot of people think a maintainer is something for you to be proud of, you know, some centralized rights or something like that. But yeah, they think, okay, being a maintainer is to fix bugs for everyone. Wow, that's great. Okay, and also we have another partner called Inifi-labs. Yeah. Inifi-labs is a company originated from Elasticsearch, and they were used to be the contributor of analyzers, especially the very, very famous IK analyzer for Chinese language. So yeah, Chinese language is slightly different from English. You cannot just cut by space. So you need some rules and some models to cut all the words out of the sentence. Yeah, they are maintainers of the IK analyzer, and they think it's time to support IK analyzer also in OpenSearch. So although after several rounds of discussion, they refused to contribute their code to OpenSearch project, but they open source that into their the repos of their own company. I think that's also acceptable. Yeah, now they get much more stars because of OpenSearch. Yeah, that's great. Okay. Now, why we are growing in a very vibrant and healthy way, I'm thinking about that. So today I'm going to talk about two stories. It's very interesting. Yeah. So I let AI made those pixel comics. Yeah. So actually, the business team told the OpenSearch team, especially the leadership, that Bytedance is very interested in our community and wants to join, but they want to find the perfect way of collaboration. So they want us to sign some framework collaboration between, always the code of conduct between two companies. But although, yeah, the leadership discussion is very happy that actually there's no detailed code content outcoming. So after that pitching, I was always looking out of the window, think, will they really contribute? Or someday they just turn back, fork our code base, make it closed sourced, and do much better than us then. So what if that? Yeah, I was really concerning about that. But one day I got a phone call from Jeff. Now Jeff is one of my best friends. Yeah, he said that okay, Charlie, it's very lucky that some of our engineers from Guangdong province, from Beijing, are gathering in Shanghai. So I'm inviting you for coffee, and you can let's discuss about our collaboration. And we are really nearby your office, and I refused them. I told them that since all of you are here and all of us are here, you just come up to our office and let's do a workshop. Right? Everyone is introduced what you have done and what you will be doing. Yeah, so it's a very happy workshop taking the whole afternoon until evening. Yeah, everyone is describing what they are doing, what they are thinking about OpenSearch. It's very happy. And then finally, Jeff told me that, although from the business perspective view, the collaboration between two companies is still more polishing, but we are willing to contribute to open source repos. Well, that's great news. So I encouraged them when our meeting finished. I told them that if you need any assistance on submitting your code or code review, anything, you just tell me and I will contact the KN team for assistance. Yeah. So after 1 month, their first pull request is approved and get merged. That's a very big feature, actually, a new algorithm for hierarchical navigatable small world. Wow. So it's a pretty nice feature, and then Yuncheng, the first committer to KN, Bytedance committer to KN repo, was promoted to the maintainer. Wow. Then the story became very, very happy, right? So Bytedance is inbound. So after several months, we are thinking for another thing. Here's another story. Since we think that Bytedance is giving us a very good example of making friends, right? So why aren't we making more and more friends? So we have already built some WeChat channels, WeChat channels about VectorDB, GenAI. So why won't we just use these channels to spread? And we organize a meetup. So asking those engineers from all the companies to come and listen to what we are doing, and maybe they can just discuss and at least talk with us. So I was discussing with Xuesong, another SDM in Shanghai. So what we should hold this event. Then we have a very brief idea because near our office there is a neighborhood center with very nice coffee. Yeah, this place. In the weekends there's a lot of event. Yeah, this is just an event place, and a lot of people will join, have free coffee, laughing all the way. The kids can play basketball there also. Yeah, it's very nice. So, but the problem is we're hiding in a neighborhood which the entrance is super, super hard to find. So we made a poster at the entrance in order not to miss anyone, And the set start time is 2 p.m. actually. So we wait until 2 p.m. But at 2 p.m., another SA in China, Jason and me are like this. No one's coming. No one's coming. Zero. Only speakers. That's embarrassing. We out of any idea how could we continue, right? But although it's super embarrassing, but we have to go back to our room to start the event. This is a photo. I am talking to an empty room. All the speakers are standing at the back wall, laughing at me because no one's there. No one's there. It's really embarrassed. And then we find several people coming, but they're with coffee. Not from our free coffee tea break place, which means they bought coffee from the coffee shop downstairs and come here just to find a place to sit. Okay. Although they have zero background, but we still need to have this session keep on going, right? And finally, I find that one of them is a software engineer actually. But he's no idea with OpenSearch, so he asked a lot of questions. That's good. But after a while, yeah, just half an hour later, at the end of the first session, yeah, a lot of people were coming. This is an AI. This is an AI image because maybe it's not the best angle to find so many people. Yeah, so people start to grow, and a lot of people are now asking questions about King and something. And say, wow, why people come after half an hour and you miss our first session? But then the things is out of control. In our second session, our speakers had to stand up to make rooms for those attendees because we are out of chairs. Yeah, in our expectation that 50 people will join at most, so we prepared 60 chairs. But I think at the peak, there are almost over 70 people. There are lots of people standing. So our speakers had to stand aside to make room for those attendees to make them comfortable. And at the middle of our sessions, we have a tea break. Yeah, that coffee shop actually has very great tea break snacks, like beef burgers, cakes, yeah. And the queue is going around the room. Everyone is waiting for that. That is a super long queue, and we have to postpone the next session until everyone finished their snack. Yeah. So this is key takeaways that when we are operating Chinese community. First is Chinese people are often very shy. They will not make their step until everything was set. Yeah, this is about the really strange characters of Chinese people. But we have to accept. So make the first move. If we make the first move, they will make the others. That's great. Okay. Since Chinese people are shy, so Chinese engineers may be invisible sometimes. But don't worry, the community is there. They don't have a very visible form, but everyone is using OpenSearch. And sometimes they will give you feedback. Yeah, so let the bullet fly for a while. Okay, at the last of my presentation, I will give you some provisions of 2026 of OpenSearch China community. First news, I think you have already be aware. OpenSearch.com China mainland in somewhere 2026, right? But yeah, I don't know why Linux Foundation is moving so fast, so they already announced it is OpenSearch.com Shanghai next March. Yeah, so yeah, in fact, I used 2 days to make this slide, and now it's deprecated, right? Because there are so many cities to be the competitors to China. Yeah, we have Beijing, Shanghai, Hangzhou, Shenzhen, these big cities, which all we say the capital, like the real capital, the financial capital, the e-commerce capital, and the special commerce district, which is called the Chinese Bay Area. So, yeah, they are really strong competitors to Shanghai, but finally, maybe it's just because our team is in Shanghai, so Linux Foundation chose Shanghai as first place to hold OpenSearch.com. So last night, I have to change this to another slice, which is the food map around Shanghai. So yeah. We do have a lot of gourmets around Shanghai. Yeah, because this place in the old time is called the palace, or we say the heaven wonderland of rice and fish, which is the most rich cities in the old times. So we have lots of cuisine. I think this is xiaolongbao. I think very popular, famous Chinese steamed dumpling, right? It's in Shanghai, so you can taste that everywhere. We also have wonton, another form of dumpling. If you want to share fish, you just go across to Nantong City. It's really great. Yeah, and for Suzhou, it's a palace for with a wonderland for deserts. Yeah, we have steamed cake, everything. In Wuxi, it's a place where all the food are sweet, right? So you can have sweet ribs, sweet fish, sweet everything. And Jiaxing is famous for lambs, and also Ningbo is famous for all kinds of seafood. Yeah. If you want to know what is 404 here, ask your Chinese colleague. They will answer that to you. So actually, another incoming contribution in this November or this December from Bytedance is analytics query processing based on a vector computation engine and MPP. So as you has been aware from other former topic about CalSat PPL, so yeah, the community is trying to use CalSat logical plan as an intermediate representation for all data processing flows. So as this is a very super powerful thing that Bytedance also doing the same thing, but they are using SQL language. I think language or dialects is not so important. And they are doing the same thing, but when they are translating the logical plan to physical plan, they use another fashion, which means I will make the computation distributed. This is because for OLAP queries, we really need bigger and bigger computation resource other than just one thread or one process. This is not making sense. So they will distribute their computation task to all the available nodes. Yeah. So they are having a task scheduler for task distribution, join, and also post-processing. And they will also do task management. Also, on a single node, they are trying to vectorize the task of aggregation. So they are using Velox, a vector-based computation engine. And at least we will have some conversation with them later about how to abstract the execution of Velox, because OpenSearch is now trying to use data fusion, yet another vector-based engine, right? So I think let's make more and more choice for our user. Yeah, so this is not from Volcano Engine, this is from Bytedance as infra team, because they are moving from Elastic community version to OpenSearch community version as a whole org. It's a very big move, actually. Okay, yeah, this is all for today. Thank you, and I don't know if you have any question about the community, but you can find me all the time, yeah, discuss about what is happening in Shanghai, and welcome to Shanghai.